Audio check. Well, he's taken some time for last night's episode to really digest. There's no way in hell I could have recorded this yesterday or even earlier today because the emotions were running high. And with that said, before I go any forward, there are spoilers ahead, so if you want to avoid them, as fucking hard as they are right now online, you've been warned. I'm referring to The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2, which aired last night. Salem, your tail's everywhere, bro. Salem and I were just captivated by this whole fucking thing. But what a great episode in every sense of the word, except for the moments. Now, as a gamer, I knew what was ahead of me this season. I knew what was in store, and as prepared as I thought I was, I wasn't fucking prepared for it. Honestly, I had somehow missed all the slip-ups that event was happening last night. I thought we still had maybe 2 more episodes, but even at that, the way their show played out, I would have immediately known when it was happening because it started going. But yes, it's the moment. But as grand as that was, there was so much more going on in this episode. Now, this is probably the most beautifully shot episode to date. It had the most action, the most emotion. It's the number 1 episode for me so far of the show in its entirety. So we also have a storm brewing in every sense of the word. We have a physical storm coming to Jackson Hole. We have a storm of infected, our fucking, what are they called? I already forgot what they're called. But yes, our zombie infected, whatever, coming to Jackson Hole. We have a storm with the meeting of Abby and Joel, which is bound to happen. All of these coming ahead. The battle at Wyoming, at Jackson Hole, was what we should have received, what we should have got with Game of Thrones. Everybody knows that Game of Thrones White Walker battle was the biggest fucking letdown of the show. Jon Snow never meeting with the Night King, like that. This right here is everything we wanted. Is a fucking horde of infected storm the gates, and it's up to Tommy and fam to just in the town to hold it down. We even get a badass fucking showdown between Tommy and a bloated infected, and it is wild, straight out of a game. While this is going on, we got Joel finally meeting up with Abby. Caitlin Dever, bro, is Abby in damn near every sense of the word except for the physicality. And when she lacks the physicality, she gives an emotion, and her acting, like, she was intimidating as fuck. She was. And she's not that big of a girl. She's a frail girl, but her attitude, her fucking vibes was intimidating. Everything Abby's supposed to be, and everything you're not supposed to dislike, and everything you're supposed to dislike about her. And then we get down to the moment, and it is as brutal as you were expecting. Now, the only difference here between the game and the show is Tommy is in Jacksonville, as I mentioned before. He's been replaced with Dina in the game and the show. Again, in the game, it's Tommy and Joel that confronts or meet with Abby. Now it's Dina and Joel. But Pedro Pascal fucking just exudes everything in his scene. Although it's not verbal, his facial emotions as he's having that showdown with fucking Abby, and she's, line for line giving everything straight from the game to him. He knows what he did. He's not going to backtrack. He did what he did to save his daughter, and he knows what he did was fucked up too. He's owning it. He just told her to get the fuck over it. Now, was it me? If it were me and I knew I was about to die, I would have took a swing at her. I'm not going to lie. I would have went out fucking swinging. I'm dying one way or another. I'm going down fucking fighting. I don't care if I was wrong. I'm going down fighting. But, yeah, man, it was brutal. It pulls on every single emotion. And then you get Bella once she inserted Bella Ramsey's Ellie gets in the room, and god damn, the tears are just pouring. There wasn't a dry eye in the house as we watched last night. And I think anybody that watched didn't have a dry eye. If you did, I question you. Whether you watched to play the game or just the show alone, bro, that was an impactful scene. Just Joel, unlike in the game, just seeing him kind of get up for her, like, brutal. Now, That said, if you haven't got the picture, Joel's dead. Joel's dead. Um, the future is kind of up in the air. I know we're gonna get Pedro Pascal in flashbacks because we do in the game see what leads up to their strain. There's also Joel admitting what he did, the Fireflies. There's still a couple other things, but it's gonna be up to Bella Ramsey's Ellie and Tommy to carry the rest of the show. Honestly, and again, Bella doesn't look the part to me, but she was exhibiting that emotion at the end of this episode. So I'm hoping she can pull her weight and we get what we deserve out of our Ellie. Um, Couple of cool Easter eggs here. Really, just one, honestly, big one that if you played the game, you know what's up, and makes it even more brutal watching the show. But that very end scene, and we get that music playing. If you know, in Last of Us 2, if you beat the game in permadeath mode, which basically means one life all the way through, or you're dead, you get rewarded with a song played by Ellie. And it's a song that Joel teaches her on the guitar, and she plays the rendition of that at the end of that game. Well, that rendition, sung by Ashley Johnson, who's the original voice of Ellie, in the game, is sung. That's her singing it, and that just kind of fortifies the fact that Joel's dead. He ain't coming back, folks. Like you, you may want him, but there's no way. I mean, it gets a video game, but you're not gonna get a respawn out of this. But yeah, it was just such a beautiful moment for viewers and gamers alike, and just a cool way to send off the most brutal of deaths and emotionally stricken episodes. Man, so heavy. I'm excited about the rest of the season. I really am. I mean, this was really rough to watch in every aspect. Like, as beautiful as it was, as action packed, as fucking the jump scares, everything that I wanted out of this show was in this episode. And I'm hoping it carries on. And if you know what lies ahead of us, you know we've got a lot ahead of us, man. There's some good shit that's going to happen. There's going to be some bad shit. Tough times are ahead. Tough times are ahead. If you are still talking to your therapist about this or thinking about talking to your therapist, please do. Because it's a lot. I know I will be. I called as soon as I could today. Anyways, let me know what you think down below, of course. Don't forget to hit the like and the follow and the shares and all that jazz. And until the next alert, my nerds, appreciate you.